I'm going to take you through the process of what happens when producers send me things, and hopefully we'll be sending you if you're a budding session drummer. It's also a very simple process. They send me a stereo file without the drums, and they'll either just send that and let me get on with making the drum part, or they will send another file which has got a rough idea of what they want, and I can listen to that and chart the track out. So yeah, today it's a James Morrison track called I Need You Tonight, which is something that I played on and was a hit last year. So before we get involved in the recording, I'll just give you a quick run through of my kit and the microphones that I use. If we start around here at the bass drum, a couple of microphones. There's this is a Yamaha sub kick, but it's kind of it's an old idea of reversing the polarity on a speaker, which creates a very low sub-frequency microphone, which is basically what this thing is. You don't really get ever to see it that often, but that's what it looks like. And that picks up the sub-frequencies of the bass drum. So inside the kick, I'm using, this time I've got a 421. You usually see it on percussion, on congas and tom-toms and stuff like that. For this kit and the way that I play in this room, this is a great sort of configuration. It's a bit of a, I'm giving away my secrets, but at the moment I'm really digging that as a pairing, where this microphone lacks, this microphone makes up for, if you know what I mean. That's the kick. Another 421 on the rack. My beloved Cole microphones above the kit as overheads. And also room mic wise, I use 414s and I crunch these. I can move them around, of course, and make loads more reflection and move them around the room to get kind of different sounds. But they're the room mics that I use in conjunction with my Cole's overheads. I interchange these microphones quite a bit. You know, sometimes I've got some Sennheisers that I might put on the toms. I've got an RE20, which is quite a hefty microphone for a floor tom. It's a big bass responsive microphone. Regarding the snare drum, it's a traditional microphone for a snare drum, the Shure 57. So that 57's top and bottom. I change the top one quite often. Put a 70s Unidyne 3 sometimes I use on top if I'm using a higher snare. And a ribbon mic on my hi-hats. This is a Pt.2 M201. So that's a ribbon microphone, so quite a crunchy, soft microphone. And it suits my hats, it suits the way that I play. These are ribbon mics too, of course. It's a warmer, more sort of organic sound, and I really dig them. So that's the mics. I run Pro Tools on my laptop. The majority of my microphones go through my Audient ASP880. The way that I kind of got this little rig together, I emailed and spoke to producer friends of mine and asked them if they were in my position setting up this little place, what would they use, and if they could give me like a wish list of gear. And the Audient came up multiple times with different producers. I used an Apollo, and I've got some 500 series mic pre's as well. The reason I've got those is really, you know, sometimes people like the certain sound of a Neve on a bass drum and they'll ask for that, so that's why to accommodate those people, that's why I have those. But yeah, the majority of my mics go through the Audient. I've also got a new addition, which is the Pt.2, which I'm using as a very luxurious headphone amp. It's a beautiful sounding bit of gear, as all the Audient stuff is. So I use in-ear monitors in the studio to stop the bleed into my ears, but also out at this sort of close proximity to the overheads. So yeah, that's my very simple little rig. Doesn't look very much, but already I've recorded things here that have been nominated for Grammys. We've had #1s around the world from drums recorded in this studio on this gear. I've sent files from here to some of the greatest mix engineers in the world, and they've given me the thumbs up. So it is totally doable to have a very small, compact little rig like mine and play on big records. So next stage is recording the track. I've obviously got a few different drums and cymbals and sounds and drum kits as well, and I'll arrive at a place that I think, you know, sonically my side, what I feel that is right. That also can change. A producer might say, actually, can you use a higher snare drum or a fatter snare drum? For this track, It's actually quite a shallow drum, but quite a fat sounding snare drum. So let's crack on and let's hear what it sounds like.